Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the official New Year's Eve live stream. And I shocked myself there with the enthusiasm with which I started there. Hello, everybody. And thank you for joining me. I can see you in the live chat room already. And let me shout out to you guys in there. We have Debbie, Maria, Mimi, 321, Shorty, Billy, Cindy, Dawn. Karen's in there as well. Claire, Gail, Pauline, Chandra of the North, Tammy, Liz is in there. Vera, Studio South as well. Thank you for joining me on what is very close to New Year's Day here. And we have the analog style clock on screen so that I can keep looking over there to make sure that I don't miss it or don't miss the countdown. What we do every year, if you haven't seen one of these before, when we get close to midnight, we have just the 10-second countdown. Obviously, I have to trigger that, so I have to make sure that I keep an eye on that particular clock. So I will do that. I can see that it's about, 6 or 7 minutes past the hour. Probably 6 minutes. I do have a digital version over here, but it's very small on the screen. Unless I bring up on screen the name of my patrons, and then we get the digital version in the top left-hand side of the screen. And it is 11:06 and 25 seconds. So no excuse for missing it. Hopefully you can hear me and see me and everything is fine. I tried to go for a bit of a gold theme, but then I realised that I couldn't really make it gold. It just looked yellow. So we've got the gold 2024 in the corner down there, but then everything else is going to be yellow. And then with the white writing, I then couldn't read what was going on, so I made the writing black. So this is what I've been up to, spending hours changing colours of the normal live stream to then go back to probably how they were before for every other live stream. But as it's a special one, we're going for a bit of a yellow theme tonight. So we have the names of my patrons up on screen. This is all possible because of them. So a huge thank you to you lovely people. You know who you are, and regular viewers will know that their names go across the bottom of the live streams throughout the whole live stream on a Tuesday and a Saturday. Obviously, tonight is a Sunday because it's New Year's Eve. So we've just postponed the Saturday live stream until tonight. And I'm probably not going to be live streaming on Tuesday night. This is the great thing about Gremlins. Not only do they happen, and when I say Gremlins, things that go wrong, if you don't know what I'm talking about, pretty much setting up the live stream was okay, and I believe we're live and everything's working, but in other areas of the world and my life, today, my car charger, because I've got an electric car, the charger that I use to charge my car has stopped working. And, of course, nobody's working at the moment. And the people that I need to talk to try and sort it out, because now I'm just unable to charge my car because it's only electric. So, the people that I need to talk to who could fix it, obviously they're not working because they come back on the 2nd of January and they've been off since the 22nd. So I figured out that that's 13 days that they've had off for Christmas. And, whenever something goes wrong with something, I always imagine that everyone's doing their job like I'm doing mine, and it's just a daily thing. So you wake up and you get into your messages, check any emails, do all that kind of stuff. So I just assume that other people are doing that, whereas I checked that and they said you just get the automatic reply that we're not back till the 2nd, and we aim then to answer any emails received over Christmas by the 4th. So we will see what happens. At the moment, I'm just going to have to maybe charge my car with a plug. Not that I go to many places, but it is nice just to be able to go to a shop to buy food and stuff like that. So, that's potentially not a good start to 2024 for me. It's made sure this happened literally on the evening before, so that as soon as I do start January 1st, I'm trying to organise a problem or sort something out, like a technical issue. So hopefully that could be sorted quickly. And then everything will go swimmingly for the rest of the year, but we're not technically there yet, so maybe it'll magically right itself by midnight tonight. Although I'm not confident that that'll happen at all. So anyway, let me get the other things up on screen. And as I always say on these live streams, you don't have to donate, just watching is fantastic. So thank you guys for tuning in and joining me. But for those people who can't resist donating, then we have the percentages up on screen that if you donate through the super chat window on YouTube, then YouTube takes between 45 and 60% of every donation, and over on PayPal takes between 3 and 5%. If you want to do things that way, there's a link in the description below, but you don't have to donate, of course. So the other thing is that I definitely do need a haircut, so I'm going to have to rearrange my hair throughout this live stream to make sure that I can see what's going on, because we've got a lot of buttons to click on. We've got the likes goal as well for tonight, which I have set at 390 for tonight, because the Christmas Eve live stream was set at 390 as well, and we did hit that target just... well, I was going to say just by a few. It was by quite a lot. We did hit that target on Christmas Eve, and thank you if you joined me then as well. But we're aiming for the same one tonight. So if you can hit that thumbs up, it'll be much appreciated. Let's have a look at the likeometer to see where we are at. 262. We have so far. So if you could leave a thumbs up as you come through the door, that would be great. It helps this live stream to get out there a bit more, but also for the channel to grow on the whole. But more importantly, we're going to be having a Fill Jam if we hit that target tonight. And I think what we'll probably do is just jump into whatever the next one is, because I know that Joe has sent me a few new ones, which starts at 101, so it'll be the 101st Fill Jam. So there have been quite a lot of them in the previous live streams, and that's the one that I can see here, or at least the list of 101 to 110. So as it is in front of me there, it means that I can just click on it when we get there, if indeed we do get there. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that, but we are approaching... and we've just passed 300 likes, which is great. Thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up. It means we're looking for 88 more people to reach that goal for tonight. So that's the math, or the maths, out of the way. And we have a vote for the cover video. And that's between Gimme All Your Lovin and Parisian Walkways. So you can click on either of those two songs for whichever one of those you want to hear. And obviously it's going to be my version of either of those songs a little bit later on. Now, there have been some donations, even though I say you don't have to donate. I can see there have been a couple in the super chat window, but also quite a few over on PayPal. So I'm going to try and get through them as quickly as I can. We also have Picture Corner that we're going to be taking a look at tonight, so we'll jump in there. Again, I'm going to keep an eye on the time, because time flies, and it's almost 11:15. So we don't want to miss midnight, because that would defeat the whole point of the live stream in the first place. So let me just reference this donation from Orlando for $2. So thank you for that, Orlando, and the message is hello and happy new year. Spike the likes with some thumbs up, so thank you for that, Orlando. And yes, happy new year everybody. I think I said that at the beginning, but even though technically it's not quite the new year yet, and depending on where you are, it's going to depend on how close or how far away it is, there might be some people who have already gone through, or they might already be in 2024. So I hope that your year has started well, if indeed you are in the future. I'm still in 2023 at the moment, but soon to be in 2024. David has donated as well. Thank you for that, David, and that's a $2 donation. Thank you for that. I can see that Mimi321 says, we need your Christmas report. First of all, David says, Happy New Year, Phil. So thank you for that, David. Happy New Year to you as well, and everybody in the live chat room. So my report from Christmas, yes, I dropped the hint quite a lot about getting a chocolate orange. And I got 5. So I think that was just me dropping the hint all the time. So yeah, I managed to get 5 chocolate oranges and I've worked my way through 2. I finished off the second one today and I've got, I think, 3 normal ones or like milk chocolate flavour or just the standard ones. And there's another one which is an exploding candy version, which I haven't had before, but I kind of get the vibe as to what's going to be going on there. And the other one was a dark chocolate orange. So yeah, I've eaten that one and just a normal one. And I'm probably going to have a bit of a break from them because I've just been having them all the time. So I'll probably have some kind of other chocolate thing and then get back to the chocolate oranges. But it is going to last me for a very long time, which is good. And the other thing is that at Christmas, I did have Brussels sprouts in 2 of the meals. So it was on Christmas Day. And when was the other one? Was the other one Boxing Day or was it after that? Or it might have been the day after Boxing Day. I can't remember. But at one point I had it with little bits of bacon. So yeah, I had Brussels sprouts. So the whole point about leading up to Christmas is that I was eating healthily because I thought, well, at Christmas, I'm going to be really bad and eat loads of rubbish. But it turned out that I didn't really eat a lot of rubbish. So therefore, to even it out, last night I had a pizza. And that's the first pizza I've had in, I don't know, maybe 6 months, something like that. And then I realised how much pizzas cost nowadays. At Domino's, I remember when I was at university, obviously it's a very long time ago now, but a large cost £13.99. And now a large costs £23.99. That's like, I don't know what that is in dollars, like $30, $35, something like that for a pizza. So it's almost like, well, do you want to pay your bills or do you want to get a pizza? So anyway, I know that on previous live streams, there have been specific donations for a pizza. So I did have a pizza fund for just, yeah, pushing the boat out and having a pizza, which actually, I got a small because I'm not going to go crazy spending ridiculous money on pizzas. And I went to pick it up because it's cheaper if you go to pick it up as well. So yeah, I did that and saved half the pizza and half the side, which is the garlic bread thing. I saved half of that for tonight and I ate half of it yesterday, so I've made it last as well. So there's my pizza done, my treat for the end of 2023, and then maybe the next one will be in another 6 months' time. Who knows? But yes, thank you guys for the pizza donations because they have been used. So anyway, getting back into the donations for tonight, I can see that Laura says Domino's is giving us a free emergency pizza now. So yeah, I don't know what that is. I've never heard of an emergency pizza. But what is funny, because the pizzas are so expensive, they have like a deals menu, and on those deals, one of them said get like 2 large pizzas and a side or something for, you know, $32.99. Normally $54.99. So they're saying that you're saving £22 from this deal. And considering that, yeah, the pizzas used to be $13.99, yeah, they're saying that, oh, this would normally cost like £2 billion, but, you know, for this deal, you know, for a limited time only, it's going to cost you, you know, £32. And they're just being stupid with the amount that they're saying it would normally cost that. Nothing ever costs that amount unless you're getting about 5 pizzas or you're doing a home alone. You know, they're ordering it in bulk. No, I've never spent for myself like £54 on pizzas. So yeah, but even the $32.99, you think, what, for a couple of pizzas and a side? What's going on with the world? Anyway, moving on, we will jump into the PayPal window because there have been donations in there as well. So thank you guys for those. And I think I'm going to have to go back a little bit here to find what was happening. Oh, and yes, Janice, in the last live stream on Christmas Eve, she accidentally donated £7,500 and something pounds. So yeah, I did sort that out afterwards, and I figured out eventually how to do the refund thing, because for some reason it wasn't showing up. So yeah, that's what I was doing on Christmas Eve after the live stream, trying to sort that out, because it's quite important. You don't want that amount of money coming out of your account, or for the bank to try and take that amount of money. So yeah, we sorted that out, but Janice did donate £753. So thank you very much for that, Janice. Once we organised that and sorted it all out, we got there in the end, but thank you very much for that. And the message with that was, okay, finally got it right, Merry Christmas. So thank you for that, Janice. And of course, this was on the it was Christmas morning, yeah, very early on Christmas morning. So thank you for that, Janice. And I probably will be going through a few of these Merry Christmases, because we do address every single donation that is received, because I think it's very important to do so. Ghislaine donated £17 as well. Thank you for that, Ghislaine. The message is, Merry Christmas, Phil. I hope you can pay a little more thing you'd love to have for this Christmas time. Enjoy, and much love from me and Rock. So thank you for that, Ghislaine. And Tracy has donated £25.61. Thank you for that, Tracy. And the message is, Happy Christmas, Phil. I missed the live tonight, but I'm watching it now. I'm so glad I found your channel this year. Absolutely love it and love your music. Hope 2024 is a great one for you. Lots of love, Tracy. So thank you for that, Tracy. And that was very early on Christmas morning, 32 minutes past 6. And this is the problem that I have, especially at Christmas, is that I usually go to bed at about 5:30, maybe a bit later. I think it was probably more 5:30 or 6 on Christmas Eve. Yeah, after I've done the live stream and then sorted everything out that I needed to sort out. But then I couldn't sleep. For some reason, I just wasn't tired. So I then got to sleep, I think, at about 8:30 or 9, something like that, and had a couple of hours sleep. And then, of course, as you guys know, if you're watching on that particular live stream, it's then over to my sister's house and then playing football with my nephews, all that kind of stuff. So very energetic. And yeah, I think then the next night I didn't sleep that much either. So the third night I definitely did sleep a lot. So yeah, because my body clock is a bit weird, and I'm probably living the life of somebody who isn't in the UK. As for when I go to sleep probably at the same time as people in the USA. Maybe it's about 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours after I should have gone to bed. So yeah, when I'm then up early in the morning and it's a day with the family, all that kind of stuff, then the body clock is totally in the wrong place. But I think it's now recovered. I think we're now fine. Anyway, Lainey has donated £5.27 as well. Thank you for that, Lainey. And the message is, love from San Diego, California. So thank you for that. And Selena has donated £15. Thank you for that, Selena. The message is, Merry Christmas, Phil. So thank you, Selena. I hope you had a good one as well. And let me have a skip through here, because we have some CD orders, which I need to get through. It all comes through the same PayPal thing. And getting through still. Here we go. There's another one. And this was from Tammy. It says that it didn't come through or failed or something, but it was a $7.61 attempted donation. So thank you for that, Tammy. Anyway, and Cindy donated £150. Thank you very much for that, Cindy. Another very kind donation. And the message is, thanks, Phil, for another year of making us smile, making us laugh, and making us think. We appreciate your dedication, honesty, and integrity in all that you do. Here's to a great 2024. Happy New Year, everyone. So thank you for that, Cindy. Happy New Year to you as well. And Lenky has donated 2 pence. So thank you for that, Lenky. Or it's Lenkei, Lenkai, maybe. With the pronunciation, but thank you for that donation, anyway. I could buy 2 penny sweets. Do they do penny sweets anymore? I think that sweets, when I was younger, I used to be able to get sweets that cost 1 penny, like little milk bottles or cola bottles, those kinds of things. And my sister and I were allowed 20 pence. And so we got a little bag, and this is at the corner shop, and it means that we could get 20 sweets. Sometimes there was a bigger sweet, like maybe a piece of bubble gum, and that would be 5p. So, you had to spend it wisely as to what you wanted. You could have 20 of a very small sweet, or you could get, a few extra little treats, but too many treats and your money would run out straight away. So, I'm not sure if they do penny sweets. Probably not with inflation and all that stuff. But thank you for that 2 pence donation. And Nicole has donated £10 and 72 pence. So thank you for that, Nicole. And the message is, hello, Phil. For the last days of the year, I hope that the storm has blown into the open sea. One more year of music with you. So cool. Take care, Phil. Love and rock. So thank you for that, Nicole. And as for the weather here, it has been really windy and rainy as well. So it's been a little bit loud outside, rain kind of blowing on the windows, all that kind of stuff. Not particularly good weather, but I mean, on Christmas Day there was a break in the weather so that at least my nephews could play football out in the garden for a little while. But then I think later on it rained and they just went out anyway because they have like AstroTurf, like pretend grass, so it means it doesn't get muddy, whereas they did have grass before and it got very muddy. So now they can go out and play football in all weathers. The only thing they have to contend with is the wind. So thank you for that, Nicole, that donation. And Donald has donated £4 as well, so thank you for that, Donald. And that's a straight up donation. There's no message with that. But Paul has donated $5. So thank you for that, Paul. And the message is, Happy New Year, all y'all. Let's spike them likes and have fun tonight. Rock. So thank you for that, Paul. And a great idea there. If you guys can hit the thumbs up, that would be much appreciated to get ourselves to the target for tonight's Phil Jam and Lights goal, but we have a Phil Jam. If we hit the target, I can see that we've already hit the target of 390. So thank you guys for hitting that thumbs up and ensuring that we do have a Phil Jam later on tonight. But if you haven't hit that thumbs up, if you could do that, that would be great. It really helps the channel to grow and for this live stream to get out there as well. But 421 so far. Can't remember how many we got on Christmas Eve. It was something ridiculous, like 760 or something like that, which is definitely a new record. I don't think we'll get anywhere near that tonight. I think that was just a bit of a freak occurrence, but maybe if we do get close, then we can start trying to get every single thumbs up to get another new record. But yes, certainly that's the most likes we've attained on the channel thus far. But I mean, 429 already. Thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up and just for tuning in for the live stream. And I know that a lot of you still are yet to kind of get into the New Year's Eve thing, and maybe you're watching this and then you're going to be going out later. Maybe it's that early in the day for you guys. A lot of people do go out on New Year's Eve here to watch fireworks in London, but I think the weather's, could put a lot of people off because of the wind and the rain and all that stuff. It's a little bit crazy today and tonight, and it has been the last few days, like I said. But there's been another donation that's come through from Dawn, and actually that's another CD order. So thank you, Dawn, for buying my CD. And Janice donated again. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, £123, 45 pence. So thank you for that, Janice. And the message is, today is 123 December 31st, or December 3123. So thank you for that, Janice. And yeah, I mean, the comma after the 31 doesn't make it look like 123, but I know what you're saying. So thank you for that donation. And Tammy has donated £30. Thank you for that, Tammy. And this one has gone through. The message is, "Hi Phil, Happy New Year. I wish you nothing but great success and endless blessings in 200 in 2024. Rock." So thank you for that, Tammy. Now, I mean, the thing is, it could only be 2024, but because it's small on my screen, I read that as 224. Now, that was a very long time ago. But anyway, thank you for that, Tammy. And yeah, hopefully things in 2024 will be fine and go swimmingly. As for, some people ask me, what are your plans for 2024? And I say exactly the same as 2023. I don't really make a plan. I just keep doing what I'm doing, and whatever happens, happens. And that'll be happening in 2024, which will consist of me doing live streams on a Tuesday and on a Saturday and doing the videos as we normally do them. So, yes, thank you for that, Tammy. And Debbie has donated £10 as well. Thank you for that, Debbie. The message is, "Hi Phil, Happy New Year. Wishing you a great 2024. Loved the Cyndi Lauper I Drove All Night analysis. Have you listened to the Celine Dion version? Love you lots, Debbie." And so thank you for that. And the Celine Dion version is probably the first one I heard, or when I first heard that song. Hers is probably the version that I knew. Saying that I knew it is a bit of an exaggeration. It just would have been on the radio, and I wouldn't have really taken that much notice of it. But Celine was very big here in the UK, as well as being big around the world. But for her as an artist being in the charts, she spent quite a long time in our charts, and always charted quite highly. So she's very popular here. So yeah, certainly her version was the first one I would have heard. And then, I mean, the Cyndi Lauper version, I don't think I knew that well. I know that everybody over in the USA would have heard it, but I think Roy's version I would have heard before Cyndi's version. So yeah, even though, as I say in that video, it happened the other way round, that Cyndi released her version, and Roy recorded his version, but then it's released after his death, and they were both huge hits in their own right. But Cyndi's version, was released first, and therefore was a huge hit for her. But yeah, Celine Dion's probably the first version I heard, then Roy's, then Cyndi's. So yeah, that was it. Thank you for that, Debbie. And there's been a donation from Joe for £10. Thank you for that, Joe. And the message is, there have been some transformative guitarists in the past who really changed how guitar is/can be played. For example, Hendrix, Fripp, Zappa, Van Halen, Emmanuel, Malmsteen. Who do you think has been a transformative play in the last 10 to 15 years or so? Or has it all become derivative? Happy New Year, HNY, that says. So thank you for that, Joe. And I mean, this is a difficult one because and I'm moving my mic, by the way, so I can, sometimes when the messages go across the screen, I have to move it so I can read all of it. But yeah, as for transformative guitar players, I think a lot of people who maybe don't know players like Michael Hedges, for example, who used to play the guitar, the acoustic guitar, using it percussively, striking the body of the guitar, tapping on chords with the right hand, the left hand, and singing. He also, this is the other thing, singing, doing all of that and singing at the same time. But people that don't know that all of that was happening, 50 years ago, if they don't know that was happening then, 40 or 50 years ago, then they might see players on, and there's certainly been an influx in acoustic players who are now tapping on to the guitar, and tapping on chords and hitting the body of the guitar and doing all the stuff that was done that long ago. So for people that say, these guys that are playing now, they're so innovative, they're bringing something new to the guitar. But it's because I think you maybe have to be heavily into guitar to know that it happened, years and years ago. It's not something that, obviously YouTube has now made it possible for that kind of style to have some attention put on it, but it's all been done before, really. So but ironically, the stuff that's all been done before, the players that are doing it, they aren't singing as well. So you could say that it's been done before to a level above that. The person doing it was then singing at the same time as doing all of this, technically amazing stuff on the guitar. So it's very difficult to think of a guitarist who has done something that's totally different, because I think pretty much every technique and every way of playing has been done, in the past. It's very difficult because the guitar's been around for so long, and humans are very clever at thinking of new ways to play a particular instrument, to do different things with it, to come up with different effects. So coming up with something new in the last 10 or 15 years is always going to be very difficult. So this is it, that trying to think of other guitarists. I mean, we've had, Mike does a similar kind of thing on the guitar. We spoke to Mike Dawes on the channel, and again, it's kind of tapping onto the fretboard and really impressive technical ability in order to do that, to time it all. Harmonics as well, artificial harmonics, pinched harmonics, but artificial harmonics that takes so much technique in order to get down, especially at the speed that Mike does it as well. So a lot of great players out there, but as to whether it's something new, these are all techniques that have been around for a very long time. So it's very difficult to say. I have said about Tommy Manuel about being, and Mike, by the way, has toured with Tommy quite extensively, but about mastering lots of different techniques, because generally you have a guitarist who is just very good at one particular thing, and they might just play the guitar, they might not sing at the same time, but playing the guitar, generally, they might tap on the guitar, playing electric or even acoustic, but then being able to play lots of different styles, and alternate picking and sweep picking and lots of different things. That's something that I'd say that Tommy is kind of right up there, and it's because he practices all the time. He spends his life practicing playing the guitar, and to get good at lots of different styles and techniques, you've literally got to do that. You've got to spend your whole life playing the guitar. So Tommy is way up there in terms of mastering lots of different styles and lots of different techniques. But in terms of doing something totally new on the guitar, I think for the last 10 or 15 years it's very difficult to find anybody that is doing that, because there's been people that have played with their left hand in their right hand and tapping, playing the guitar upside down, playing over the top of the fretboard, finger style, hybrid picking, tapping, so many different ways of doing it. I mean, now I've even seen something for people that can't play the guitar. They have like a block that you just press which chord you want, and then you push it onto the guitar, and it presses down the strings on the right frets to give you that particular chord. Obviously, it doesn't look very cool, because it means you're just pushing a block of whatever this wood or plastic onto the guitar, and then I suppose you have to have some kind of rhythm to then play the strings on the right hand. But it's not technically a new way of playing it, because you still have to play the chord with now a tool that helps you to do it. But anyway, thank you for that, Joe. And Kelly has donated £15 and 3 pence. So thank you for that, Kelly. And the message is, for the aforementioned haircut, thanks for brightening my day. So thank you for that. And yes, there will be a haircut happening at some point. It is a bit of a minor miracle tonight that I can even see. Thankfully, the hair's gone off to the sides a little bit, so that at least I can see through what is threatening to be a centre parting. But thank you for that, Kelly. And Karen has donated £3 and 76 pence. So thank you for that, Karen. And the message is, hi Phil, wishing you a happy and healthy 2024. Perhaps we all could join in an Auld Lang Syne jam. Many thanks for this celebration live stream. Wishing you all the best. Cheers, Karen. Now, I know that there have been a lot of messages and comments over on Patreon about not wanting to have an Auld Lang Syne jam or anything to do with it because a lot of people don't like it. And yeah, it's not something that I've done a cover of, but we will see. I mean, my plan at the moment is just to do whatever the next Phil jam is going to be. Anything after that, yeah, who knows? But yeah, I'm not sure. Thank you for that, Karen. And Vera has donated £7.52. So thank you for that, Vera. And the message is, Phil, I am proud of you for eating your Brussels sprouts. Laugh out loud. Have a wonderful new year. May all your wishes come true. Hugs. So thank you for that. And I mean, the first time I had the Brussels sprouts, and it's not as if I had about 20 of them, only maybe, 3 or 4. The first time I had them obviously cooked, but not with any flavouring apart from maybe some gravy, so that probably helped. But then the second time it had bits of bacon in there as well, so that's a lot easier to eat because it means that you got at least a bit of a distraction from the taste of them. So thank you for that, Vera. And Lynn has donated £56.37. Thank you for that, Lynn. And the message is, best wishes for a happy, healthy new year, Phil. Let's hope that all the years of research conducted at Skinwalker Ranch pays off and we finally get some answers in 2024. So yes, hopefully we will find about, we'll find out about aliens, hopefully in 2024. But what I was thinking is, and I'm not going to be talking about aliens on the New Year's Eve live stream, but what I was thinking is, if we did find that there were aliens and they just decided one day that, okay, we're now just going to visit the Earth and show them all that we do exist, and we'll get off our ship and we'll, do a little dance or whatever they want to do. Hopefully not obliterate all humans. What would happen with the world? Do you think people would think, oh, maybe we should stop fighting each other and we might need to think of a way, if they are violent in any way, to try and protect ourselves? But then I don't know how you could protect yourselves against aliens because they've got the technology to come here in the first place. That's if they're not already here. This is the other theory, that maybe they all live in the rocks and that's where they hide. And under the water, at the depths, somehow they can survive down there. So yeah, we will see, maybe. But it will totally change the world if aliens were then here. And watching some of the UFO stories and things like that, with people that say they've been abducted by aliens, and they all say that there are different types of ones, and the greys are a particular type of alien that look the same or did the experiments. I don't know how it works, but yeah, if there are aliens, maybe we'll find out in 2024. I hope that maybe they turn up, say, hi, we exist, but we're not really that bothered about attacking you and stuff. We would just want to see what you've got going on. And from what we can see, it's not particularly good because you're ruining the Earth and you're killing each other. So yeah, we've said hi, and then maybe they'll go off. We can reevaluate what we're doing on Earth. Hopefully things will improve. And yeah, who knows? But maybe we'll find out 2024. But we have to wait for the next series of Skinwalker Ranch. Maybe it'll happen out of the series time, but yeah, hopefully we'll be able to figure it out. The other thing is that I was thinking that when they do these experiments, all of the machinery and the batteries, they all fail. So if aliens did come here and decided to attack us, and we got out anything that was technology based, they would just cancel it. So go, okay, let me use my laser sight on my gun. Oh, it's not working because they've turned it off. So let's use our ballistics special guided missiles. Oh, the computer's not working. So how are we going to attack them? So if they can turn off all of our technology, they could literally probably beat us just with some sticks, because we've got nothing to fire back with. Anyway, we'd have to go back to bow and arrows and stuff, but then they've probably got a force field. Thank you for that, Lynn. Right. Moving on, there's been a £50 donation from Helen, so thank you for that, Helen. And I do believe that's a straight up donation. Let me have a quick look at the clock. Okay, we're approaching quarter 2. We're going to have to keep an eye on that because we still have the cover video to take a look at. It looks like Gimme All Your Lovin has 67% of the vote, so we might be jumping into that very soon. And, Janice has donated £35 and 25 pence. Again, thank you for that, Janice. The message is, hey Phil, are you still on top of your football game? How did you fare with the nephews? Did you also play computer games? So thank you for that. And well, yeah, with the football, I'm, obviously I'm an adult, so it's not very, it's not, it's not a challenge to score against my nephews, but they are good for their age. So that is one thing. But I did a little bit of running and my legs still work. Even though I'm older, I can definitely run faster than my nephews. So yeah, it's not something that I make a point of trying to score and trying to win. My main focus is trying to keep the scores level. So if I go 1 goal ahead or 2 goals ahead, then you let them score for 1 or 2 goals, and then you keep it going like that. And then when you get to the end, you then let them win by a goal. That's generally what I try to do, whichever sport that I'm playing with my nephews. And one of my nephews is very good at table tennis. So this is the other thing that's had a good match with him. And with that particular match, it went to a sudden death type thing, or where you have to win by 2 points. So it was quite good with that. But the problem was that my nephew kept on saying, "Oh, he's going to beat me, and I'm not going to win," and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it's important to make sure that the younger generation believe in themselves and can do all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it was good because he's good enough for me to make it quite a close game, because he is good. So I can hit it to him, he can get it back, I can hit it to him, and it was very close. And just at the end, I hit it into the net and then hit it out a couple of times, and then he won, which is great because it means it's a very close game, and then he's happy, and then I'm happy that he's happy. So but yeah, in terms of beating kids, it's not something that I'm not going to smack the ball in the goal and go yeah and beat them like 20-0. So yeah, generally the rule is that I'm not allowed to score if I'm ever doing, if I'm with one of my nephews, and then it's like 3 of them, like 2 on the opposition, and then me and another one of my nephews, then I'm not allowed to score. So I have to work it out so that I always pass it. So yeah, anyway, I think I'm still on top of my football game. Running around, it didn't seem any different to when I was younger. And as for the computer games, what did I play? I didn't actually play computer games that much. I think played maybe one half of FC24, as it's called, which is a FIFA game. And yeah, I think that was it. We mostly played laser tag. I got my nephews like laser guns, which it's just like infrared lasers. So it's not like real lasers where you can damage somebody's eyes or something. It's just the same lasers that you have on TV controllers. So I got them these laser guns. So yeah, we're mostly running around shooting each other with these guns. So yeah, that was quite good fun, and that's what I'd say we probably spent most of the time doing. So yeah, that's great because they could play that game and I could be involved with that. And yeah, that was quite good fun because we did teams and things. So yeah, it's very. When I was young, you used to have to go to a designated place that did that, called Laser Quest. But nowadays, with technology, you can actually buy these guns yourself. And yeah, it was good fun. So anyway, thank you for that, Janice. And we are up to date with the donations in the PayPal window. So thank you guys for those, even though you don't have to donate, as I always say. And there have been some donations in the Super Chat window. So thank you guys for these. Donna donated $4.99 and said Happy New Year to everyone. So thank you for that, Donna. Orlando donated again, and it was $5. Thank you for that, Orlando. The message is there a New Year's Eve ball drop tradition in London like there is in Times Square in New York City? So thank you for that. And I wouldn't have even known what that is unless I've got something in my mind's eye, on the back of my mind, where I can see, lots of balls being dropped. And so if that's for New Year's Eve in New York City, then that's what it is. But here in the UK, we generally just have a ridiculous amount of fireworks that they set off in London. And that's over the River Thames and by the Houses of Parliament and by the London Eye. It's all done there. So they send off about 1 billion fireworks. It lasts for ages. So that's the tradition here. I don't think they drop balls anywhere. So not that I know of. Not that I've kind of been to London to see the fireworks or anything like that. But I haven't seen them do that kind of thing. It's just all fireworks in London. But thank you for that, Orlando. And Helen has donated $20. Thank you for that, Helen. The message is, please get healthier food, with a smiley face. So thank you for that, Helen. And I mean, I do generally try to eat quite healthily. The pizza that I had, like I said, that was one pizza it was a small pizza, of which I had half. And anyone that's been to Domino's will know the size of these small pizzas. So I had half of that on one night and then half of it the next night. So I broke it up over 2 nights, and that was my one pizza for probably 6 months. So it turns out that I probably have 2 small pizzas a year. So it's not as if I go crazy with the fast food, but that's my treat for the end of 2023. But thank you for that, Helen. I'm probably going to start being a little bit healthier, even though I'm probably relatively healthy, but I think I need to be a little bit healthier. And I did actually make some meals with some sauce and chicken and all that kind of stuff, put it in the freezer. So I've got that ready to go for 2024. So I did actually, take some time to do that, because the problem that I have is making meals takes too long. So I thought, if I just do something in bulk and it's like a sauce, then I can just do some rice or do some pasta very quickly and then heat up the sauce, and then I'm good to go for a dinner, making a healthier version of what would be like a microwave meal, because microwave meals are famously unhealthy. So just a healthy version of that. So anyway, thank you for that, Helen. Maureen has donated $20 as well. Thank you for that, Maureen. The message is, thanks for being you. I think that says it's the person looking in the mirror. And Maureen has a big number 5 next to that donation. So that must be Maureen's 5th donation in the super chat window. So thank you for that. For the 5th donation, Roger has donated $20 as well. Thank you for that, Roger. And the message is, Happy New Year from Canada. So thank you to Stardust Unicorn as well, support band to Winks of Pegasus, who have donated $1.99, but also put a picture of what looks like a unicorn and not a Pegasus. I can't see any wings on that particular horse, but obviously a unicorn is a unicorn and not a horse. But thank you for that. Obviously Stardust Unicorn is going to have a picture of a unicorn. And Johnny has donated $1.99, and it's Jonnie, so it might be Joni, but probably Johnny. Thank you for that, Johnny. The message is, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. And Scott from South Carolina has donated $20. Thank you for that, Scott. And the message is, can do a mic drop instead of ball drop. So thank you for that. I can't particularly do a mic drop because this is attached to the cradle, which is attached to a mic stand, which is attached to, and it's quite a complex system I've got here, some shelves that I actually put up myself for this actual purpose, just keeping the microphone where I need it to be. So thank you for that, Scott from South Carolina. Now it's 53 minutes past. We're going to jump into the cover video. And then by the time we get back, we should be, I'm hoping, there's no way that the cover video goes on for 6 minutes, I hope. We're going to be jumping into, it looks like Gimme All Your Lovin. What happened? Okay, yes, I did just cancel that. 67% of the vote. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you after for the New Year's Day countdown. So, or New Year's Eve countdown, whatever you want to call it. See you guys after this. Rock! And there we have it. That was my version of the ZZ Top classic, of course, Gimme All Your Lovin'. Now, my sister sent me a message. Obviously, when I'm busy live streaming and stuff, I'm not looking at my phone or my messages, but she sent me a message and a picture of her watching the live stream with my nephews. So they're still up at this time. Unbelievable. But with my parents as well. So that's what they're all doing. So they're all watching me on my live stream. So yeah, big shout out to my family watching this. And I'm having to look at the clock because it's 11:58. So we are very close indeed to going into the new year. So obviously, I'll be chatting to my family after this particular live stream, but I'm sure that they're either still watching or maybe they're getting the champagne ready, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was a message that I didn't see, but my sister said, oh, give us a shout out. So there you go. There's the shout out just before going into 2024. And that rhymed as well, which is great. Now, quickly, Cynthia donated £3.33. Thank you for that, Cynthia. And the message was, hey, Phil, Happy New Year to you. Do you know if Shane MacGowan's Fairy Tale of New York made it to #1 on English Christmas song tally? So thank you for that. And no, not this year. It was Wham! Last Christmas. That was at #1. I think I mentioned that on another live stream before. But that got to #1. But A Fairy Tale of New York, I think, has been in certainly the top 20, something like the last 15 years, if not longer, here in the UK charts. So every Christmas it will come around, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was, in top 20 again, but certainly top 10. I think it's quite a close run thing this year. But yes, George Michael gets his Christmas #1, and it's something that, I know that, it's 30 seconds to go, so I need to find the button that I need to click on. Anyway, George Michael wanted a Christmas #1. I explained that on a previous live stream, and he never got one, but now he's had one with Wham. Right. Anyway, so, I'm going to have to click on the countdown. So let's get into the countdown now. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... And Happy New Year, everybody. And I don't know, actually, if I've got any sound effects. There we go. I don't know whether they happen on the video or whether they're happening now. So you probably can't hear me now, but I can hear that there's some cheering going on. So yes, Happy New Year, everyone. And 30 seconds in so far, everything seems to be exactly as it was last year. So I hope you guys have a fantastic 2024, and that all of your dreams and wishes are answered and fulfilled, and that you achieve all of your dreams and goals. And this is another thing. Is that enough cheering? Maybe that's enough cheering, I'm not sure. Have we got double cheering going on at the moment? I've just stopped it anyway. So that's enough cheering for the New Year's celebrations. But this is the other thing about setting New Year's resolutions. And I can hear fireworks going off. I mean, that's what we do here in the UK. We just set off lots of fireworks, so I can hear them going off in the background. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it. But New Year's resolutions as well. That's something that happens, I think, all across the world. Everybody has a resolution to get fit, for example, or eat more healthily. Like I just stated that as my goal. So we'll see if that happens or not. But I hope that your New Year's resolutions all go well as well. So Happy New Year, everyone. And we're just going to continue to push on. Something that I haven't mentioned is more cheering. We did pass 336,000 subscribers. Did I mention that on the last live stream? I can't remember whether I did or not. But the subscriber count is going up as well. So let me get rid of that and cut out the cheering again. So thank you, by the way, for hitting the thumbs up. I can see we've got 581 likes, which is great. And you can continue to do that. We are going to be having a Phil Jam relatively soon, but we do have Picture Corner to jump into as well, now that all of the excitement has died down from those celebrations. And I can see that Karen's donated $2. Thank you for that, Karen. And the message is, hi Phil, Chipper says Happy New Year. So Happy New Year to you and Chipper as well, and all you guys in that live chat room. I hope they have a great New Year. If it is still New Year's Eve where you are, I hope you have a great evening. We are going to be continuing just probably until about 10 or quarter past here. Then I will go away to say Happy New Year to my family, but that'll have to just be done by phone, because as I said, they're all at my sister's house. So yeah, I'll be jumping into the Phil Jam after Picture Corner. There has been another donation as well here from Patricia, who has donated £3.76. So thank you for that, Patricia. And right, we're up to date there. And 1401 Minstrel has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that. And the message is Happy New Year from Rochester, New York, or Rochester, New York. Keep the good times rolling, Phil. So thank you for that, and I will do my best. And that is the first donation in the super chat window from 1401 Minstrel. I think that's what it says. It's a bit small on the screen, but thank you for that, the first donation. Right, let's jump into Picture Corner. And having said that, let me make sure that everything's queued up so that we can indeed jump into Picture Corner. And of course, we get my elevator music going, as always. So, the first picture that we're going to be taking a look at, we just got a few for tonight. This first one has come in from Karen. So, let's get this up on screen. And I'm just going to navigate my way to the message that have been sent by Laura so I can read out exactly what's going on here. And this is what Karen says: I managed to capture a smiling screenshot of Phil for this New Year's theme, along with the Wings of Pegasus tumblers being filled with sparkling apple cider or Phil's drink of choice. So thank you for that, Karen. And I mean, my drink of choice at Christmas has been, well, it was going to be Pepsi Max, and I said that I was going to take one to my sister's house for Christmas, but I forgot, which isn't surprising at all, but she did have Coke Zero there, so I mean that was fine. So I'd probably put Pepsi Max in there, or some kind of juice, but you know, either apple juice, orange juice, grape juice, but maybe Pepsi Max would be fine. That's what I had with my pizza, by the way. And again, I had half a can last night, and I had half a can tonight. So if anything's not particularly healthy, I generally substitute it, or not substitute it, but slice it up so that I only have little bits at a time. So I know that lots of people just drink a whole can at once, but for me that's a little bit too much, so I just have half one night and half the next night. Anyway, thank you for that, Karen. Right, the next picture, we're going to have a look at Liz. So thank you for sending this one in, Liz. And this was Liz going to, and I got a message about this from Liz, going to see Taj a very long way away, and the message with this was promoting Wings of Pegasus and Taj Farron while driving 700 miles across 4 states to the one-time only Taj Farron Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute in Buda, Texas, or Buddha. I'm not sure how that is pronounced, but thank you for that. I know how Texas is pronounced, of course, but thank you for that, Liz. And yes, of course, Taj is a friend of the channel, and Liz has been off to see Taj, many times, but thank you for sending that in. And I think there's another one as well, and here is Taj himself, and thank you for that. Let me actually scroll down and get the message for this one. And this is Liz with her friend Shannon, along with Taj. He's pointing at the Wings of Pegasus logo. Of course, Taj is very familiar with myself and with with the channel. So yeah, thank you for sending that in, Liz. By the way, guys, if you are a Facebook user and you want to send in a picture, then you can get involved on the Wings of Pegasus supporters group page over on Facebook. Join in with that. Upload your picture if you've got any merchandise that you want to be showing off, like the mugs or the hoodies, all that kind of stuff. And by the way, with the merchandise, there's the tray underneath this video that you can click on, or if you don't have one of those, there's a link in the description below to get through to the merch, the Wings of Pegasus merch that you can get your hands on, and then upload a picture of it, and then Laura will link it to me or link me to it, and I'll show it on the live streams as we are doing here. So thank you, Liz and Karen, for sending those ones in. Let's reset to the main screen, which, yeah, hopefully we can see it. It's all working. We are at almost 8 minutes past midnight. Let's have a little look at tonight's Fill Jam. Is 7 minutes 41 in length. So we're going to run over a little bit, but we will jump into it. And I haven't checked any messages to see if Joe's given me any clues about anything. But then again, this is... I mean, it's always random, but I'm randomly just choosing number 101, which is the first one in the next list. So we'll jump into that and see what we can see. As for the jam, we have the gem, which is plugged in tonight. So whatever it is, we will give it a go. Turn on the mic. I'm actually quite impressed at myself that I remembered this time to turn on the mic. In the last live stream, the Christmas Eve live stream, I had the mic on the whole time and I didn't even realise. So, yeah, we will jump into the Fill Jam now. We've had a couple more donations in the PayPal window, so thank you guys for these. It's Gary who has donated £7.52, so thank you for that, Gary. And the message is, thanks for your channel, enjoy it. Happy New Year! So thank you for that. Happy New Year, Gary, as well. And Orlando's donated £7.60. Thank you for that, Orlando. It's a long message, so let me click on this Fill Jam thing, because I'm sure there's going to be an advert. And there is, so let me mute that. While that advert's going through, I'll read out the message. Orlando says, allow me to explain. In Times Square, which is the heart of Manhattan in New York City, there is a yearly tradition where a giant ball is illuminated and then slowly descended when it hits 10 seconds left in the year. The large crowd of revelers count down from 10 until it is time to shout, Happy New Year, hence the term ball drop. I thought there was something similar in London. So thank you for that, Orlando, for explaining it. But yeah, what we do is look at Big Ben. So Big Ben is a big clock in London, if you don't know, and it chimes. So you get, because it's 12, you get 12 chimes of Big Ben for then the start of the new year. So that's, I don't know, is it traditional? I don't think it, well, that's what we do. So I guess that's the same kind of thing. We're all waiting to hear the chimes of the bell. So there you go. And it's quite loud. Right, now with this backing track that we have, it is Neo Soul backing track in D minor. So I don't think we've had Neo Soul before, so this is going to be interesting. This is from Sebastian Zunino, the YouTube channel, and that's Sebastian, with an E at the end, and then Zunino, Zunino, if you guys want to check this out yourselves. But let's jump into this backing track, see what it's all about. As for the levels, who knows what's going to happen. As for the guitar, okay, it's on, it's clean, but we'll give it a go, see what happens. If you can let me know if you can hear what's going on, that would be good. Can you guys hear that? Zoomed out. I can't fold my legs because then I can't do the wah-wah, so hopefully you can see what's going on here. Sure, I'm thinking about kind of going heavier with it, but it doesn't really suit it, I don't think. got left on this? Oh, it's like 11 seconds. Is it going to suddenly end? That's what I'm waiting for it to suddenly finish. There we have it. And I mean, I was waiting for that for probably about 30 seconds because it said it had 11, maybe just lasted, maybe I was reading 11 to 31. So anyway, there we have it. That was the Phil Jam for tonight. And yeah, the last 30 seconds was probably a little bit of just waiting. But thank you guys for getting us up to the Phil Jam for tonight. That light goal of 390. Because we did, I can see PM112 says, that's the longest 11 seconds in history. Yes, I must have read it. But that was the problem. I thought it was 11 seconds, so then I'm thinking, well, why hasn't it finished yet? And obviously when you're thinking about lots of different things, you're just kind of blagging on the guitar, really. But, you know, that's what the Phil Jams are all about, really. So, Neo Soul for tonight. I can't remember a Neo Soul one before. Bit of a relaxed start to 2024, but thank you guys for joining me tonight. And just quickly, there has been another donation in the PayPal window, so I will get to that before saying goodbye. We have Northumbria Gems, who has donated £5, so thank you for that. And the message is thank you and a happy new year. So thank you, and thank you everybody in the live chat room for joining in tonight, for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a fantastic New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and fantastic 2024. But of course, I will be with you during the year, and I'll be live streaming again on Saturday. So yeah, I'm not going to be live streaming on Tuesday because, I mean, I wasn't going to live stream anyway, but now I've got to try and sort out my car charger thing to make sure that if needed I can actually drive somewhere. So that's going to be Tuesday's mission, so it's probably good that I'm not going to be live streaming to give myself a bit of time to sort things out. So I will be back with a video on Wednesday, of course, and then Friday, and then yeah, the live stream on Saturday. So I'll see you guys then. As I always say, try to stay as safe and as sane as possible in this crazy world in which we live. Have a fantastic rest of your evening or morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is where you are. Happy New Year, many happy returns, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!